Preparing for exams. Hannah Lees is a student. Before various tests or exam, she studied for many hours. She tries to sleep well the night before, but this does not always prevent the particular problem. When she gets the test paper, she feels like she is frozen. She cannot move or think. She told the reporter when they on one. I would sit down and forget everything that I had just studied. Exams or examinations are the major tests that our student has had to take. So Hannah is not the only person to embrace this program. Program is even has its own name, test anxiety or exam nervous. This form of extreme worry can use a student to fail important exams. Today's spotlight is on exam nervous. What are the best ways to solve this common problem? Scientists from the University of Chicago recently suggested on a simple but unusual method for fighting exam nerves. They did not ask students to avoid negative thoughts. Instead, they asked students to write about their worries. The study had two parts. The first part was in the laboratory. The scientists created exams for the students, but they also made the students feel extra pressures. They offered the students money for the good results. They filmed the students and told the students that teachers would watch the measure their performance, or this makes the students more worried, more nervous. Then, 10 minutes before the exam, the scientists asked some of the students to write their thoughts and feelings about the exam. Most students said their worries and concerns. Some also expressed positive thoughts. They still had worries, but they also felt that they had studied well. The scientists say that students that wrote down their feelings and higher marks in exam than those who did not do any writing. Then the scientists did similar experiments in no much class. They did not put extra pressure on the students. The results were the same. Students who wrote their fears and worry were more successful. Students who also expressed positive thoughts were even more successful. The lead scientist for this study was C.N.B. Locke. She told reporter Tara Mollon, "It is getting negative thoughts and worries down on paper down on paper that seem to create the advantage. Doing this may take the worries away. This way, a person is more able to concentrate on the exam by plug activities like running many programs on a computer. Closing some of the problem makes the computer operate faster. Another important way to fight the exam nerves is through preparation. Preparing for exams can help students feel confident. Elise and Robert with some ideas. The process begins long before the date of the exam. As you learn a subject, work to understand it as you learn. Try not to just write fast in your notes without think about them. If you do not understand something, then talk to other students who do, or ask your teacher to explain it in a different way. As the time for the exam gets nearer, make a plan. Did the material you need to review. Then decide the amount of time you will need for a very large exam. You may need several months, but for a summer exams, you may only need a few weeks. Many students stay awake later to study the night before the exam. This is not a good idea. It will make you tense and you will not sleep well. Find a quiet place to study. Study where there's no music and away from other people. And no television. Nothing must tempt your eyes away from your studies. There are many different ways to study, but one of the best ways is to write your study using different words. Then do it again and again. Writing about the subject will help you to learn it completely. Can be you also helpful to study with other students in your class. However, a study group is only helpful if you fix your talk on your subjects and not on other things. Read through all the exam papers and discuss how you would answer due to questions. Ask your friends or family to test you. On the day before exam, study your weakness subjects in the morning. Later in the days, do physical activities like sport. Did help you to sleep at night. Do not lie in the bed and worry. You have to finish your homework on the morning of the exam. Eat a good meal. Do not go to the exam room hungry. Wear clothes that fit well. Make sure you do not have to hurry. Bring everything you need. Include extra pens and pencil to write with. If possible, bring a drink and maybe even a small food snack. As the exam papers are given out, take 3 deep breaths to stay calm. Read the exam paper carefully. Choose which the questions are usually and answer them first. Leave more difficult questions until later. When you have to answer the questions, read what you have written. Change what is not clear. In this way, you can answer clearly and completely. Do you remember Hannah's list from the beginning of this program? For Hannah, studying well was not enough. She prepared, but when she received her test paper, she was so worried what she could not think. What should you do if you have an aberration like Hannah? What can you do if you simply cannot think of anything at all? First, try to relax your body. Slowly release your chest, legs, back and shoulders. Breathe naturally, using extra bits of pee for making noise. Anything that you can of, write words that connect to the subjects. This will help to start moving your ideas forward. Hannah also received help from the trainer school, counselor. The counselor suggests any ways to have calm her fears. She learned relaxation and breathing methods but she also recognized the reason for Hannah's fears. Hannah's parents never finished school. Because of this, Hannah felt strong pressure to succeed. Dealing with this pressure will be the most important part of dealing with her exam nerves. If you use the ideas we have shared today, then you need not fear taking an examination. Enjoy learning and look ahead with enjoy to the proud day when you will learn your words. That enough.